Okay, so the following movements you're going to see are back mobility movements and exercises that you could work into a morning routine or before your workouts, or even when you're in the warm-up area at an H4 session. So on that note too, if you're somebody who experiences low back pain, it might be helpful to try our trunk stability and core circuits and exercises, as well as strengthening your glutes, whether it's focused in the session or on your own on your off days. So you can find links to those types of movements and workouts in the description below. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into these mobility movements. Step back and over, move your hands accordingly, and sit into the stretch here. So if you are somebody who experiences back pain frequently and often, you could also address your core strength and your trunk stability, as well as your glutes, hamstrings, more posterior chain. So hold for about 15 to 20 seconds so you can switch sides. So go ahead and cross over, and if you can get to here, this is a figure 4 position. From the figure 4 position, I like to say elbows out to your side so you can stay stable left and right, and then you're going to slowly, under control, try to keep your hips and back on the mat. Dip out to the side. Okay, then you can go the other way as well. Just as far as you can get to where you feel a stretch. You're not lifting off too much. As you see here, I'm coming up a little bit, but that's just because I can tolerate that stretch on the left side. So alternating sides, I'd say maybe do 10 each side, and then go ahead and switch. If you need the extra support, you could lower by holding on to your thigh or your knee as you're lowering. So for this next movement, you can actually put your hips or your butt up against the wall, something stable, and go elbows on your knees to support your back. From here, I'm going to make a valley with my back and then a mountain. What that looks like is right here. So draw your belly button down towards the floor. You can roll your shoulders back and then alternate the other way. In terms of your breathing, I'd say inhale here and exhale as you draw your back up towards the ceiling. Alternating here, you could always ease into this and go a little bit further into the mobility the more reps you do. For this next movement, if you have anything such as a block or a light book, something that you can press into the wall, it helps ensure that you don't open up your hips here. But you're going to go hands together, keep this arm on the wall, so right arm in this case, and you're going to watch your hand as you reach back. Again, take your time with this one. Don't have to go all the way back on the first one, but work your way into it. This is going to be a little bit more thoracic related, but of course it's networked and translates down through your hips and your low back. After doing that opening the book type motion, you can go windmill up overhead. This one's a little bit tougher, and on this I want to keep my outside arm close to the wall. Watching your hand as you go. I can only get to about right here, but you'll feel a stretch through your trunk and your core as well. Okay, and then return back down. All the while squeezing the block.